What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today on, I just hit my hand, on Madden 20, doing another rebuild. This time it's of the Eagles. We're going to do a fantasy style of the Eagles. They have a pretty good roster, and we know one of the big things in real life is that they were injured, they've been injured, and they could use some receivers/corners. But here, they're not injured, and we get the option to trade some of these players if we want. Of course, doing this video instead of a Bills rebuild because A, I wouldn't have gotten the Bills build out in time anyways, but B, because, of course, tonight's game versus the Seahawks, I did have them in my prediction as the team that will win against the Seahawks and then lose in the next round. But obviously, who knows? I mean, there's Eagles fans here that are like, you're absolutely crazy. Some are like, wow, how did you know? There's going to be Seahawks fans that are like, you're crazy, and, and other ones that are going to be like, hey, how the hell did no one else see this coming, We'll find out, obviously. This team isn't as good as I thought it was going to be. However, there is some youth, there is some potential. What can we trade away/gain is the question. You got some good corners. We might just rock with them and just hope they develop. Maybe not Sidney Jones as much. They're both kind of young and good. Maybe we will rock with both of them. And then, maybe a new corner. Do they not have another one? I'm trying to think of who. Like, what about Darby? Is he? I mean, I know half this freaking roster's injured, and we're going to have to take a look at them. But Darby's on this team, right? Yeah, so he needs a contract. We know that. I'm pretty sure, right? He always goes to free agency year one. Yeah, he's on a one-year deal. So we're going to have to try to trade him, get some value. Just got to make sure we don't leave anyone, on the board that's injured in real life that we forgot about. And this could be either really, 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 really good or super freaking disappointing. And let's be honest, it's me. It's going to be super disappointing. Just like me would be disappointed in you if you didn't like and subscribe. And follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. I find a new way every video to self-promote likes and sub. I don't know. Trade Corey Clement, Ward, and a second-round pick for the Redskins' first-round pick. I tried to get Terry McLaurin, couldn't do it. Tried to get Sheriff, couldn't do it. The trades may not be as good as we thought they were going to be. Surprised we actually got this trade. A third-round, Boston Scott and Miller for James Daniels. Usually we don't get James Daniels that easily. I mean, what do you mean usually? We never get James Daniels. So it probably seems like a downgrade, but Alshon Jeffrey, a fifth this and a sixth next for Dante Pettis. 77 overall, but young. Hopefully he does still have star development. Oh my god, I almost called it quick. We trade Nigel Bradham, a fourth-round pick, and Gibson for Aaron Jones, the Packers' beast breakout running back. And it's going to be an interesting one because he's a new guy. We will have to pay him, which means we're going to get rid of every single running back we have. We trade Duke Riley, Miles Sanders, and a second round next year for the first overall projected pick. We may have a nice trade lined up. We'll see, because EA likes to EA me, which just sounds filthy, and I love it. Okay, I had no idea we were going to get a double trade, but Shaq Mason, Jonathan Jones for Jordan Howard, Deshaun Jackson, Aguilar. I tried so many different things, get tons of different new players. That's what we ended up with. Not a huge fan of it in the end, but, here we are. Ronald Darby, Rasul Douglas, and Jalen Mills for Hernandez and a second-round pick. I'm not saying that this is in that territory of really disappointed rebuild, but at the same time, we're kind of getting in that category a little bit. Well, this was kind of hefty. Malcolm Jenkins, pick 1 and pick 10 for DeAndre Hopkins. Sproles, a fifth this and a fifth next for the Bears. Third round, we're that desperate. We will take a freaking crumb on the ground, even if we have a pile of, like leftover. I don't know. Perkins and Richard Rodgers for pick 32 from the Patriots. I didn't want to, but it was the only team that was that desperate. We trade Jason Peters, Vaitai, and a third round this year for the Bengals' first round pick. We trade Sumalo and Grugier Hill and a third round next year for the Jets' first round pick. Our linebackers are pretty bad right now, it's safe to say. We trade Goddard, a second round pick, and Jason Kelsey for Jamal Adams. As much as we do need a safety, and I don't know if he can really play there, I think cornerback is potentially a bigger need. Do we move into corner? I don't even know if that's physically possible. Like, is it going to be any viable at all? I don't know, but we went for what we could, and it was the best value, I feel. Maybe we move into linebacker, actually. That would be maybe we move into middle linebacker. It's a fantasy. We've done it in the past. Maybe not as, an actual rebuild or franchise, but We've done it in a top 10 positions to change, video. Anything else? Defensively, okay. So, I mean, there's some change, We just need a linebacker and, move Jamal. We'll figure it out. LeBlanc and McLeod for pick 7. I tried to get Jeromepkr, but nothing we currently have outside of adding a first-round pick, which I'm just not going to do, would suffice. This costed a pretty penny. Malik Jackson, pick 8 and pick 3 for Fred Warner. Of course, we're going to do whatever we can to try and get those picks back. 27, maybe we're lucky. I don't know. If they could get that in real life, I would jump at that if I was them. I'd be on board. I'd be like, yep, see you later. Sorry. Traded Ajayi, Sweat, in a 27 for pick 3 back. I believe we had pick 27, which is obviously a decent trade because, of course, we don't want our own pick. I think it's actually a pretty decent. Oh, crap. I scrolled over one on accident. No. It was on Carl Joseph, and for some reason it scrolled over to freaking Zay Jones. Oh, you've got to be joking me, mate. Well, hopefully Zay Jones is worth something. I mean, even if it isn't, it's still an okay trade, but yeah, I definitely, I thought that was I thought that was Carl. It was not. It was definitely not Carl. 0 interest. Yeah, I don't blame him. They're like suckers. Oh well, Zay Jones for Josh Jackson. Going to move him to free safety and hope for the damn best. Safety is going to be a bit of an issue. I think we're going to look in free agency. Eric Berry, I think he played for a team in real life, but at this point, I don't know if he was signed because he's in free agency, so whatever. All right, so we still have our first round for next year. We still have 2 decent first rounds, or 3 decent first rounds this year. And this is what the roster looks like. We have an extra lineman, but I thought Dillard was actually a star, and I forgot we had too many linemen, so I'm not even actually that mad. And then same with Arcega Whiteside. I did not know he was normal. I'm pretty sure he started the season with star, so kind of caught me off guard there. Aaron Jones, how is he not higher than a 90 and also higher than star? I don't know. Carson Wentz probably deserves to be a little bit higher than an 83, but overall, offense has potential, looks decent. Defensively, we have a little bit of low overalls, but a lot of potential. It's not ready to, go on and be that dominant of a squad. However, I can easily see it win in a Super Bowl still. Will they? Probably not, but they could. Definitely would not surprise me. So we have some negotiations. I have no idea if there's anyone we actually need to, though. Eric Berry, not one of the guys on the list. Tim Jernigan, I might give him the deal. DT's not super hard to get, but it's also not going to cost us a lot. Don't have a lot of money, but I forgot to clear the cap, which you pretty much have to in a fantasy. All right, here we are. Heads to the playoffs. Need a big win here. Can we get it? We do, but it's still not good enough for a bye week. It was a huge win the week before that. Played the Cowboys and won. Barely made the playoffs, and maybe not barely made the playoffs, but 11-5, almost out of the bye, couldn't get it. NFC is tough. We all know it. 32 touchdowns, 7 picks, 3,800 yards for Wentz. Aaron Jones, 1,182 yards with 13 rushing touchdowns. Receiving DeAndre Hopkins was great. Hopkins was all right. Ertz was really great. Arcega Whiteside was meh. And then Aaron Jones wasn't as much of a threat in the receiving game as you would have expected. Sack totals, Lane gave up a lot. However, Brandon Brooks at left tackle is definitely the move. Absolutely killed it there. Sack totals, Tim Jernigan worth that 3-year deal we gave him. Brandon Graham could be gone. Derek Barnett, 8 sacks isn't bad for a 77 to 79 overall. And then looking at kicking, Jake Elliott was poor, who I think might actually need a contract. I love Jake Elliott and Madden to use him. But when it comes to actually, paying him, I don't know. He's not crazy great in sim. I think, especially in a fantasy, if you want to keep the team going, you gotta save the money in any place you can. Any award wins, though? Let's see. Offensive Rookie of the Year. No. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Do we even have... I'm trying to think of some of the players this team has. Didn't get a quarterback. Didn't get running back, I don't think. Where was Aaron Jones? Oh, they're number 4. Sometimes it's hard for me to see them. What else? Anything? No award win at all? Not even close? Okay. So we're an 89 offense, 85 defense, which perfectly correlates to an 87 overall, which is very high of an overall. Maybe 1 or 2 teams higher than us, if that. Not an easy task to get to an 87 overall year 1. We started at what, an 83 to 85? Not bad considering we moved around a lot of the rough contracts / rough age players. Obviously, without clearing the cap penalty, would have been a little bit of trouble, but at the same time, we could have easily managed. Just want to make it the most fun. We have realistic rebuilds for a reason. We have fantasies for a reason, so we'll keep those separate. Also, is it gross that we moved Jamal Adams to number 50 since he's playing middle linebacker? Let me know what you guys think. 7-0 to start it off. Not a huge fan of that. Defense does its job the second time go, though, and it's 7-all. It's 14-7, 21-7. There you go with some points. Huge before half, 10-point, kind of swing-ish. To the fourth quarter, this is not looking good. Yeah, we are probably going to lose. Field goal there, probably not worth going for, and defense makes the stop, so, field goal keeps us in it. But overall, looking very poorly. Do we want to keep the season going? I really don't, honestly, but whatever, we'll do it. Predetermined all the way, obviously. All right, looking pretty good. They do get the touchdown after our help. Defense, though, that's a huge, really huge loss. Wow, okay, just pure garbage. Terrible team. I guess we're not as good as we thought. Do we have a chance, or is the clock going? They're kicking the field goal. Wow, the clock's going, too? Yikes. Yeah, they lost. How disrespectful to kick that field goal. Yeah, you miss it anyways. We do lose, so it doesn't really matter to them. But 34 to 27, that's a big yikes. Big yikes. That is so sad. The Panthers are not that good. Without Cam, doesn't matter. Not good enough to beat us. We're built better than that. Maybe a few years down the line, but right now, no, not even close. Graham Gano missed 2 kicks, and we still lost by 7. Wow, nice. I guess the lesson in all of this is your kicker could always be worse. That's the only lesson I've gotten. Any development ups? That's the question as well. Aaron Jones did go to Superstar, so he gets Jukebox. That's pretty damn strong. There's a couple of debatable ones. Could have had a couple of different ones, but Jukebox is probably the best anyways. Defensively, any upgrades? It would appear as not. Once again, we really should just wait until the re-signing period because we get to see retirements, regressions, kind of get a glimpse of what we need. Apparently the Panthers were that good. They won 34 to 31. Okay, dude. So Brandon Graham's still here. He is also an 85 overall, so you regress, but it wasn't, anything too major. 3 power move is, kind of sucks, but he's definitely good enough for another year, and even if he wasn't, guess who's playing another year anyways? It's definitely him. Let's take a look at the resignings once again. We took a look. I don't think we have anyone here that we have to get. Eric Berry, not a bad regression, but once again, I don't think we need to pay certain players, and that position's one of them. Cameron Johnson, I love him in our. We're broke. Never mind. Love him in our Titans league. I believe we have him there. Maybe it's some other guy. Well, now the cap penalties all fixed up. We have 43 mil to work with. Anything in the future, penalty-wise, is all on us, and we will have to deal with our decisions as so. Looking at who we can get, I don't really know if there's somebody here that makes sense. Kind of wish we didn't re-sign Tim Jernigan. Actually, we're going to try to give Eric Armstead a low ball. Of course, that's what we always do because we're sleazes. But if he takes that and plays DT for us, we can move Fletcher Cox to end, perhaps. Or give it a season and then move to end. I don't know. So we get Mackenzie Alexander and Matt Hack on pretty nice contracts. Let's move on, see what we can get more or... Oh, God, lots of rejections. Lots of rejections. I mean, a lot of these were just offers I didn't really care too much about. Just threw them on there, and wow, we didn't get a single person. Yeah, lowball offers usually don't work for us, but sometimes you can sneak one away. It's worth trying, I suppose. So now we have fifth-year options. Obviously, Jamal Adams is a long-term guy on this team, no matter what position he's playing. So we're gonna say, well, I should have said yes, but yeah, well, we're not gonna give him the year, the 1 year anyway. So what's the difference? Derek Barnett. Now this is a really good question because he's going to be making a lot of money. Is he the future on this team, though? Let's just say no for now. I'm pretty sure the difference is that if you choose yes, you get a chance at a 7-year deal. Actually, no, I think you get a 7-year deal anyways. I don't really know what's the reasoning at all, unless you just want him for 1 year, one more year. That's all I can really think of. It sucks we don't really need corner because look at this freaking class. This class is insane. Now, will we maybe go for one as a safety? That's probably the pretty good chance of that happening because there's only really one good safety, and he's going to be very high early first round for this guy. I mean, he looks insane. Don't get me wrong, absolutely insane. But is he worth it? I don't know, man. I don't know because he might be. To be fair, he looks pretty good. We did get another punter and Tannehill, just backup stuff. And, of course, all these guys, didn't accept, so we're going to have to go with a fullback in the draft, too, which is just great. These QBs aren't looking too hot. I mean, I don't really know if we need a QB, but, yeah. The real question is going to be, what pick do we have? We probably have decent ones. Okay, pick number 1 is obviously a main goal for anyone, right? But we also have pick 9. Ooh, we have a very rare opportunity here. We have an extremely rare opportunity to see what number 1 really freaking means, because we have never seen this, like, ever. What do you mean? You get that? Number 1 means that much. Pick 3 and 4. I get you're hopping, but you're kind of hopping yourself, right? Now, if this is real life, maybe, because Chase Young might be worth trading to. Man, that's crazy that this pick is worth that much. I mean, look at that. That's the ultimate sleaze. And we could still probably get a good trade out of pick 3. They do take a QB, and let's be honest, the Broncos were probably looking for QB as well. Obviously, they go somewhere else now, but they got sniped. I mean, it's a fantasy anyway, so I don't really care, but if I had any morals on it, which I clearly never do for anything, that would be pretty fair. It's a hop that they had to take if they wanted a QB. Wait, what? Wait, huh? Wasn't it the Texans that took him? Wait, what? What? Bro, I'm done. We trade pick 3 for pick 8, 72 this year and a second next year. Almost got the first, but we didn't, their first next year, but couldn't do it. And they take Dejon Boyd. As much as I like the safety, I really like the amount of capital we're gaining. More trade, but instead of a third round this year, we get a third round next year. So technically less because the Falcons are likely to do pretty decently, especially with this trade. And they do go Beeler, 78 overall. We did expect him to be great, don't get me wrong. But I'd rather just take one of the corners, honestly. And I almost forgot about that middle linebacker. We have a middle linebacker as well. His name is Marcus Moss, late first. God, that's one hell of a user. I'm going to take him. I don't even care. Hidden, reach, but, 2 picks. That's not really much of a reach. Very good. 60 catching's decent. 81 jumping's really freaking good. Injury and stamina are amazing. This is a very good player now. What's his development? God knows, but still, wow. What a freaking pick. We do have a safety in the, the 5th round. Also a wide receiver that looks pretty damn solid in the 3rd. But right here, I think we're going to go with Angel Newton. Looks pretty damn talented to me, and he is. Took him 8, supposed to go 9. Oh, wait, he's supposed to go 8. We took him 9. Hidden, a little small, but he could play he could play safety himself. A little fast, but Josh Jackson already went up 6 overalls year 1. Depends on what that guy's development is, obviously. But still, really good picks. What else do we have? Of course, there are some linemen, but I think this team is okay, at least for now. Do I really want to go with another guy? Do we actually need a corner? Let me take a look. Oh, is Sidney Jones about to need a contract? I can't keep up with this damn team sometimes. 78 overall, we have Alexander. He's not going to develop, though. Our last guy has star written all over him. This guy probably has star written all over him as well. But these are really good corners. Like, you just don't want to pass them up. Tyler Briscoe, another 21-year-old, but he's small. This is one hell of a cornerback class, though, I must say. This is insane. Deshaun Hargrave. Screw it, another cornerback, I guess. And another beast! Oh my, could you imagine? Both really similar, too. Could you imagine landing both of these guys? Obviously, we can only put one at safety if we're going to do that, which at this rate, we probably have to. But, oh my lord, what a set of picks. Obviously, they could all be star, but even if they're star, that's still really good. And the funny part is, we probably reached the hell out of every player, but if they're good, is it really a reach? Who won the Super Bowl again? The Panthers? It's the only thing that kind of sucks about trading with the team that won is like, okay, dude, you just landed a really bad pick. Congrats. Worst part is, if you're not in the top 5, you aren't going to get anything for the pick anyways. Look at this. Can't even get a third off of them. Trade pick 14 and Sidney Jones for 26 this year and 14 next from the Jaguars. Really good trade for us. Who do they land? They land Spellman. Not a bad pick for them either. Look at Murdoch. I mean, there's so many good players. I mean, we took 2 and we probably didn't need 2. Will Tucker looks really amazing. I'm sorry, that was absolutely unneeded. Okay, 72 overall, but he's hidden. That's the hidden part's the most important thing. I don't think he'll start this year because, of course, we do have, what's his damn name? Brandon Graham, but next year for sure. A little raw, but, you know, with Star Plus, it's workable, especially if you put him on the practice year 1. You know, he gets going a little bit. What's our next pick? 3rd rounder. Is there any chance to get to the 2nd round without having to trade up for this guy? I mean, I guess here we are. Go for it, dude. Problem is, these are the ultimate rounds for cuck jobs. Oh, here we go. Okay, he's still there. I'll take it. And I should never say cuck jobs again because that sounds disgusting in all the right ways. I'm going to give a little bit of karma back this time to the Raiders. 72 this and 90 next for 65. Realistically, might cost similar to that. I'd probably say like a high 4th round to move up there. Even 7 spots. 3rd round still pretty damn high in the draft. And we're going to go with Marlon McDonald. Looks blazing fast. Look at the top skills. This guy could be a steal. Ooh. That's not good. Normal development. Of course, he is kind of fast, but I don't know, maybe we put him at the number 3 over Arcega, but honestly, considering we had to give up a 3rd round next year, kind of a bust. But even though that guy's a bust, we still landed good talent. Andrew Wynn would be cool and all, but do we really need him? I don't know. I don't think so. Let's just let him go. Of course, I'm going to be pretty pissed off if he's good, and we will take a look because I love to make myself feel bad. But yeah, let's go on. Hopefully it's the Raiders or someone. Just in the mood to help the Raiders today. Fullback is still there. I mean, nothing insane. It's just we need a fullback. Might as well draft one. Doesn't cost us that much. Probably cheaper now to draft one than it is to go for a free agent. Pretty much every free agent fullback's making at least $1 million a year, which is really weird. I don't know if that's just the minimum for that position or what's the story, or maybe it's a minimum because of how old most of them are. But very expensive for a very not sought-after position. There you go. I mean, pretty much anything. I'll give that trade through. Let's grab our fullback and be done with the draft. I mean, I felt pretty good about it. Obviously, who wouldn't? It was insane. Really fast fullback. 70 overall, but this guy's fast. Let's get another trucking guy. I mean, does anyone really care about their fullbacks being able to run through people and break tackles and all that? I just want my guy to block, man. Just freaking block, dude. And I just skipped. I've never done that. I've literally never done that much of a dumb. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Where the hell is everybody now? So here's Tucker, of course, with hidden. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, man. No, wait. Ah, we're already here. Screw it. Oh! Maybe we should have waited, because... Okay, now... Things definitely change. We are probably going to be paying what the hell is this? Graham a ton of money to sit on the bench. Or do we still play him? Where the hell did Tucker go? Mate, you're a left end now. Get over there. Here's Moss. Let's take a look at Marcus Moss. Ridiculous. Something definitely tells me this guy's going to be star just because of how freaking good and moldable he is. And, in fact, he is star. But still, a really good pick, obviously. I am freaking happy with it. That's an amazing player. I mean, you can't get any... I mean, obviously, you'd be slightly disappointed because it's like, oh, he could have been that much better. But, nah, it really doesn't matter. He is ridiculously good. Now, the question is, I guess development will probably play a factor on who gets to play safety. Jumping or any hip power. 73 hip power is actually really high for a cornerback, especially a rookie. Let's take a look at his development. Ooh! Okay, this is monumentous because I believe this is the first time we've ever drafted 2 X Factors in the same draft. It may be the first time we've ever drafted 2 X Factors in the same franchise rebuild. That guy's insane. What a freaking G. Now, I mean, what are the chances the other guy has X Factor? Probably pretty slim. But, yeah, I mean, I don't really care as long as, that he... Soup! Okay, dude, that might have been, like, the greatest cornerback class I've ever seen in my life. And unfortunately, we don't get to see Wynn or the other corners that we missed. Here's Deshaun Hargrave. Of course, he's bigger, but he doesn't fit the role of safety as well. So I think he'll play corner, and then Newton will be playing strong or free, either one. Pretty sure that's the last thing, right? That's all we really needed. I think we figured it out. Look who it is. Marshawn Lynch, superstar development. Of course, no ability because he drops down to under 80 after the first year, but obviously I'm getting him. It makes sense for what this team tries to do. We need a backup. Why not? Why not? That's all I got to say. Why not? Other than the fact that he's vastly overpriced considering he's under an 80 overall. But once you get past that, then I got to ask why not. We trade pick 27, Arcega Whiteside, and 42 for the Raiders' first overall projection. And honestly, with a draft like that, that's pretty much as far as our trades go. This is what the starting roster looks like. As long as it's good enough to make the playoffs, we will be very well set off. Technically, the receiving group gets a little bit worse, but McDonald is a fast burner, so maybe we got a chance to be better, even though it's a worse roster. I don't know. We do upgrade our linebacking group a little bit. Safety technically upgraded. Same with corner because they're going to develop extremely fast. And then defensive line technically takes a bit of a dip, but we moved Brandon Graham on the inside at number 2 DT. He's always been a very high overall DT, so we're going to keep him there and see how he performs. And then if he inevitably retires, we'll put Tim Jernigan back in there. He's happy no matter what because he's got a good, decent contract, I suppose. And, Tucker with the starting job wasn't going to, even with Superstar, I think I probably would have sat him behind Graham, but X Factor is just, it's another level. So we have some re-signings. Jamal Adams is still going to require quite the hefty contract, so we're going to give him that hefty contract because you're not going to get much better than that. Aaron Jones is going to be a difficult one. I love Aaron Jones, but once again, we've said it in fantasies in the past. Can you really afford to pay a running back? I don't know. I just don't know. 6-year, $60 million deal for Derek Barnett's decent because he's pretty young. Hopefully he can develop and be worth the money. I got to check the contracts because I still feel like this amount of money is a little low considering we replaced several players with rookies. However, at the same time, it could be because, we still have expensive contracts like Brandon Graham. I don't know. I'm not sure if we're going to keep Aaron Jones or not. Like, can we really afford him? I know he went up in development and there's a good chance he probably goes up to X Factor. I don't know what his season looks like, but just in general, he seems very good. So a 5-year, $44 million, can we... I don't know. All right, year 2 headed to the playoffs. Obviously, we added a lot of rookie talent, but we're still a really good team, and EA sees it that way as well. 13-3. Did the Cowboys miss the playoffs? No way. We lost to the Ravens. We lost to the Rams and Cowboys. Ooh, that's not a good spot to lose in. Wow, okay. That's a shocker. The Cowboys didn't make the postseason. Interesting. Even with a loss to, we lost to them. It's crazy. Wentz, pretty damn good season. Rushing, Aaron Jones, technically better. Pettis, so close to 1,000 yards. Really good season, a lot better than last year. What about the rookie, actually? The rookie was meh. It was okay. Brooks, way worse this time. I don't know what the hell happened this time, but yeah, Brandon Brooks did way worse. Sack totals, 10 for Graham at backup DT. Technically starter regardless. Will Tucker, 8.5. Fred Warner with 7.5. Barnett, come on, man. 5.5 is not going to cut it. We just paid you quite a bit of money. And, of course, Jake Elliott, I forgot they re-signed him in real life, so doesn't matter. This is top-level memeage. Taysom Hill, a 64 overall quarterback, won MVP of the league. What in the world? What do you mean, man? What do you even mean? Carson Wentz, though, probably chance to develop up, actually. Defensive Rookie of the Year we did earn, and we had a lot of names on there. I suppose of all of the players, Moss would be the one we would want the most because he's the guy with the lowest development. So, I mean, hey, I'm not going to be mad at it. We had 3 of the top linemen. Linebacker, no, nothing really outside of Defensive Rookie of the Year, whatever. But at least Carson was close, and, we did secure ourselves a bye week, which, all you need is 2 wins and you're in the Super Bowl, which is really awesome. Let's take a look. So first things first, let's take a look at the team. 90 overall, 92 and 88 defense. What the hell were we against? Was it the Panthers again? Please tell me it wasn't. Offensive line getting better as we go. Of course, it started off pretty damn good anyways. And then here's Tucker, who went up a full 10 overalls. Oh, maybe not 10, but went up a lot of overalls throughout the season, just about 10. And he gets an upgrade with nothing what we were looking for. 88 finesse move is great, and of course he is super fast. Derek Barnett, did he get any speed upgrades? 83 overall with 84 power move. That's just crazy how much, what is that called? Developments matter. Hargrave was decent. Newton was really solid. 85 overall, 83 overall. Still, really good stuff. Kind of fits as that safety role like we were hoping. The Lions, I mean, if we lose this, do we just cancel rebuilds forever if we lose this? Do we just wait till EA relinquishes the rights or something? I don't know. We should not lose this game. I also seen the Cardinals at one point were 8-1. Obviously they lost to us, so 8-2, but absolutely ridiculous. No, not year 2 of Kyler Murray are the Cardinals going to be, a playoff team. And if they are a playoff team, it's the bare minimum, the wild card was weak or something, which just isn't usually the case in the NFC. We're starting off with a decent first quarter, 10-0, 13-0. Oh, it's another one of those high stadiums where the shadowing is terrible. I hate it. I hate it. Shadow, I just could not. I just simply could not. 23-13. We're not looking super impressive here. I'm not going to lie. I mean, obviously we did enough to win, but 30-20, and they had a drive there that, if they were within 7, would have probably had a really good chance at it, but they didn't, and Carson Wentz got outplayed by Matthew Stafford. Okay, I mean, hell yeah, that makes sense to me. But we did win, and that's the main goal. Picks, I mean, could we, just play better? Thank God Jake Elliott's playing better and better as he plays more games, earning that contract, but still, I mean, in general, that's probably not good enough to beat whoever the conference champion, conference contender is. And like I said, the Cardinals, they did lose quite a bit, but still, it doesn't matter. It's, they're good. Dejon Boyd apparently was a superstar X Factor. Damn, that was one of the best drafts I've ever seen, especially for defense. Offense maybe not super crazy good, but yeah, defense was insane. All right, we're not going to let the Cardinals shock us, right? Oh my God, we miss an extra point. Jake, are you serious? This is going to be the difference in winning and losing this game. It really is. Can we play offense? No? Okay, I mean, that's cool, dude. You don't need offense to win games anyways, clearly. I mean, yeah. Okay, well, we're going to win the game. What a weird game. We struggled versus the Cardinals, who are apparently a freaking powerhouse in Madden. I don't know what EA expects them to be able to do in next year. I don't see it personally, but hey, maybe EA will completely shock me. Just like they shock me when something good is put in the game, which is very rare. But Superstar KO, that's one. Hey, watch those videos, like and subscribe. What? This man has gotten 2 speed upgrades throughout the season. I don't know about Excel or Agility. I didn't really pay attention to that, but damn, that's not bad. We changed the scheme because I'm just not having it. This offense is terrible. It's super slow, and it seems like it's very inconsistent. And let's take a look at any development ups. Aaron Jones did not go up in development, so it's not like he had the most insane of seasons. Of course, I think Superstar to X Factor is a little bit more different. Anyone at all go up in development? Oh, Moss went up to Superstar. That's a pretty big upgrade. He's now going to be a very high overall as well. Defensive Rookie of the Year is obviously a huge one. Superstar development with Secure Tackler. Not bad at all. He's a bit of a dual threat type as well. This guy is insane, man. I'll tell you. This linebacker, I mean, he was a great-looking user player, but even AI, he's really freaking good. Coverage, run stopping, that's the word. Very good. Let's take a look at the coverage, though. 77 zone, 68 man with 82 block shed. Oh, my God, he's good. Well, it's most likely going to be the second to last season, and it definitely will be if we win this game. 90 overall to their 82. The Cardinals and Lions put a bit of a show on us, so the Texans would not surprise me to lose this game, simply put. End of the game, and yeah, we suck. Can we do a thing? 3 points in, pretty much a first half, a full half. Okay, touchdown before half. That, huge run by Aaron Jones. I may have to re-sign him because of that run alone. Okay, if we lose, I'm not re-signing anyone. Like, literally anyone ever again. Are you choking me? Did you hear what I said there? It's pretty clever. Here with 3, we're not going to pull a Bill Belichick. I know it's quite a bit of a different scenario, as in this one makes more sense not to go for it, but I don't think you can. I just don't think you can go for not go for this. You punt the ball. You're expecting your defense to make a damn good play. We are taking a shot to the heavens, and that is what Hopkins does, and it's against his own team. Maybe we played a little bit of a part in this, and there might have been zero chance for us to win if we didn't, but at the end of the day, it's a fantasy, and, the Eagles ever winning another Super Bowl again is pretty much a fantasy. I get there's probably mostly Eagles fans watching this, but I had to do it. It was there. Are you guys serious? There's 10 seconds left. Let's just watch this play out, shall we? I'll use her Graham, I guess. I don't know. Really don't know who else to use her. Outside, he's going to be short and in bounds, so potentially the final play of the game. They have all the downs in the world, but they will not be able to utilize those downs. Are the Texans going to win this game? They will not. Sacked off the edge by Derek Barnett, just like in real life. Watson not commanding the pocket well at all, not maneuvering well at all, and ultimately losing what should have probably been one hell of a Super Bowl finish, clutch drive win. But instead he goes home. He's young, so it doesn't matter. Carson Wentz now has a ring that he actually got to play the playoffs for. I was gonna hit you with a that he actually deserves, but I kind of already got a little mean with it. A little mean with it. Of course, it's all jokes. The Eagles, even though their cap situation is going to be quite the situation soon enough, they could still win one this year. They just got to get more healthy, and they could sneak it. I'm just saying. I had them winning against the Seahawks, and pretty much no one, have them doing it. Of course, I could be dead wrong. They could lose 42-10 tonight, but something tells me the Eagles are going to do it. I know Lane Johnson's not going to play, but I believe Ertz is. So I don't know. There's something about the Eagles, man. I mean, I wouldn't call them Patriot level, and I know the Patriots lost as well, but they're a team you don't want to see in the playoffs. You'd rather see some other team sneak in. Like you would have rather seen the Bears probably sneak in. I wouldn't say the Rams, because even though they've been really rough this year, they have so much talent you wouldn't want them in as well or either. But overall, we win a Super Bowl. We're going to do another season. I know if we don't win a Super Bowl the next season, people are going to be like, you should have went for another one so you could have a dynasty. No, mate. No, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. Regardless. That's good. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. So even though the offense was very inconsistent, defense held its own for the most part. Carson Wentz did play pretty well, can't lie. Aaron Jones with the massive 90-yard run in the Super Bowl would probably be one of the greatest runs in Super Bowl history, especially considering how big of a swing it was. And yeah, Jake Elliott hit his field goals. Graham Gano did not. So if he would have hit his, the Texans would have won that game, obviously. You don't have to be a genius to know that. It's pretty clear. They would have had 30. All he needs is a field goal instead of taking a sack there. Then again, hello, Buffalo, what you doing? Same difference. Okay, so re-signings. Let's see how much money we actually have, which is probably going to be, once again, negative. Do we have negative money? We do. Yeah, all right. So Aaron Jones, we'll see in a bit. Maybe we'll be able to pull something together and get you. Maybe we can get rid of Graham. Can we do it yet? So we can get rid of Brandon Graham. We're going to do that. Can we re-sign him? It's only 1 year left. I would love to re-sign him after a game, a Super Bowl winning run, basically. Is that what they're saying is our max salary? Damn it. I mean, it's close enough. Are you guys, is you willing? Is you willing? I'm smart. He paid, wow, a 5-year, $40 million deal. I need to start negotiating like that. I gave Ronald Jones what he wanted in our Titans franchise, like, right away. Yes, we're a little bit ahead, okay? We're a little bit ahead. But not by much. Sign for, oh, God, yeah, we are broke. But let's see if there's anyone else we can get rid of. Ooh. Ooh. I regret everything. We could have had Lattimore and Cook potentially for hell, we'll just still try to get a minimum. There's no point not to. Except for the fact that we still can't afford minimum. We're so broke. We got Brandon Graham on a 1-year cheapo deal. Don't think we need him at all, but why not? You know, just why not? Give him another chance at a ring. Oh, we got even better picks this time. Pick 1 and 3. I think we're actually going to use 3, though. There's a linebacker that's very high up. You probably could get better off the Vikings, but meh, we'll just take what we get. See what they take. Please don't be middle linebacker. Grant Kane. Okay, safety. Pick 1. And with pick 3, we're going to be taking Goodard, the middle linebacker. I'm sorry. A bit slower than the other guy, but he still looks very, very good. And he looks very good. 77 overall, hidden. Once again, a lot slower than the other guy. Catching is way better, though. 74. Jumping's terrible, but very good linebacker. I don't know what his development is going to be, but obviously automatically a good pick. Now our next picks, we have a left guard. Where the hell did he go? Did the left guard go number 2? No way. Did he? Oh, he's right here. I was about to say, what the hell? We trade pick 4 and 61 with Mailata for 12 and a first round next year from the Buccaneers. Of course, next year won't matter because we are done after this one. The Buccaneers take Grant Adams. That was the other good coverage linebacker, but I wasn't really caring too much about it. We have a left guard and a left tackle. Of course, the left tackle is a bit sooner, but he looks pretty good to me. Jawan Roosevelt. I mean, we don't really need tackle per se right now, but at some point we need to replace the tackles we have. So I guess if we're going to take anything, we'll take this. 21 years old, 75 overall hidden. That's why, of course, the 70 to 21 years old. Gotta love the youth. Looking pretty good, you know, hidden, obviously. That's all you can really ask for. I mean, obviously you want superstar, but star, superstar, either one doesn't really matter. It definitely does matter. I'm just saying that because I don't want to be let down. We have another wide receiver, but honestly, like, it's just another similar type guy. I don't know if it's worth it. We have a cornerback, Tremaine Byram. I mean, maybe he's worth the risk. I don't know. And then we have a guard, Tanner Forbes, late second. I don't know if we really need a starter yet. Maybe we won't go for the guard. Honestly, I don't know if there's a point because apparently the Eagles like to sign linemen until they're 35, 36, which is really freaking interesting. I guess we're going to try to trade it away and get like Sanchez or something. And he looks pretty good too. Take the guard off, take the corner off, wide receiver. Meh, I don't know. We'll take a look at, you know, how good those guys were. Was it worth it? You know, would have been worth it to take him or not. Is that the guy? Shenard Holiday? No clue, but we traded down to the 3rd round. We're just going to take the left tackle, and maybe he'll be a steal. And he was! This is why sometimes you got to just believe. 6'6", I mean, once again, a lineman we don't need, so I'm not really sure why I'm super excited. Unless he's superstar development, there's really not going to be much he can do for us in this rebuild, but overall, it would appear like it was the good decision to let the other guy go. Obviously, the other guy could have been superstar and like ED overall, but overall, we didn't pay, you know, a lot of money for a guy that wouldn't start until he would need a contract. And we do have one more guy, Sheldon. We'll take a look at him. Maybe we'll take him in the 5th round if he's there, late 5th. 6'8", giant 21-year-old tackle. And I mean, he's a good pick because he has 70 overall, but obviously not what we're looking for in a rebuild. Obviously, the other style league would be decent. I'm not going to say the name because I feel like I say that so many times every draft. Take a look at draft recap. I want to see our players, but also I want to see the safety that was taken number 1 overall because pick 4 to 1 for a safety is quite high. Ooh, another star linebacker, but of course, the guy we drafted last time became a superstar, and he's really good. The reason why we wanted linebacker is we definitely 100% have to trade Fred Warner because he's just too good. And I know it sounds really stupid. Star again. Sanchez. Watch he be the one with superstar. Could you imagine? Sanchez is, nope, everyone's star. So not as great of a draft as we're used to, but still really good. But yeah, Fred Warner's way too good. He's going to cost like 12, 13 million a year. You guys can see we can't afford that. Kane, what development is he? Okay, so I can see that. That's a huge win for them. They basically just got Harrison Smith again. Kinda, not really. But yeah, very good pick. Interesting pick, though. Anyone else? I'm trying to think of, like, we had that safety in the wide receiver. Oh, the highest overall in the draft. Just so happens to be Tanner Forbes, the guard we decided to pass on. Once again, we didn't really need it in the end, so I'm all right with it. Star development. Still a really good player, and obviously, you know, we would have taken him or we went the route we did. Either one works. But yeah, I didn't realize that Brandon Brooks and Lane Johnson were going to be on such long contracts. They're going to retire before they finish out their contracts. That's quite interesting. Look what I found. I found a freaking 51 overall hidden running back. I don't know what the development is, but that's pretty awesome. He's a rookie as well. I wonder if there's any other ones in here. It would be really weird if any of these guys were, because there's just no way. No chance in hell. I wasn't even actively looking. I was just looking for the cheapest guy that was a rookie, and boom, there he was. Once again, it probably doesn't matter, and we're not going to keep him, but, you know, outside of this season. But yeah, I mean, that's still kind of cool, I guess. Most people are like, yeah, not so much, dude. Crap, I didn't get to show it. We traded, we got the Raiders' first-round pick this year and next year, both projected #1 for Fred Warner, 32, and Mackenzie Alexander. I probably should have just showed it, but I don't really care anymore. We need some backup corners, and overall, after that, we're starting roster. We technically do get worse from the Super Bowl, but from the regular season, we're still just as good, maybe even better. More depth, of course, if anyone decides to retire the offensive line, we have that covered in the next 3 to 4 years. Linebackers, absolutely, probably the best we've ever had. I know Jamal's not technically a linebacker, but have you ever seen him in Madden? He's kind of big. You know, tell me he doesn't look like a linebacker right now. Of course, 95 hit power probably puts him at the #1 spot for hit power on linebackers outside of maybe Bobby Wagner. Cornerbacks are never really super great for us, but overall this team has played really well, so it's just the offense that needs to get better, and they are technically better than the defense, I suppose. Got some upgrades to use, but overall, it could and should be another at least Super Bowl trip. Will we win it, though? I don't know. We barely scraped it along. Of course, we do have some re-signings. James Daniels is one of them. What do we got? So Dante Pettis, he hasn't played outstandingly well, and I don't even know if this team needs a wide receiver outside of the #1, but we still will give him the contract. I don't think we'll ever pay a #3. Maddox just hasn't really been, he hasn't developed well, and it seems like cornerback is super abundant in every draft, so probably going to let Maddox go here. Anyone else? Of course, we never checked this guy's development, but let's be honest. It's probably star development. He is, star development. That's still pretty cool to see, a guy like that. Anything else? Cena Green, Josh Jackson. Oh, this is a steal. These are the type of deals you need to make. Free safety, being cheap. I'm starting to think maybe we should get rid of Byard. I mean, that's a lot of money for a guy that, we just got a guy, maybe not as good, but a lot of potential. And we paid him, in 1 year, Byard almost made what Josh is going to make in 6 seasons. Just throwing that out there. Give James Daniels almost a 7-year deal. Headed to playoffs. Let's see if we have a bye week or not. And GGEA. 8-8 for by far the best team in the entire NFL. This isn't exactly how I wanted to end the rebuild, but I will be ending the rebuild. GGEA. GG. Just GG, man. I mean, good job, dude. Just a wonderful, wonderful job. Why do they keep moving him? This team went 8-8. I'm just, okay. Yep, man. Let's take a look at the schedule. Yeah, the Giants, I don't know, we're just really good. Yeah, makes sense. That's that. Why does this game seem to not be as good as it could be? You know what I mean? Of course, we're doing the petty thing. We're going to do the retirement. Take a look at, is it the right thing? Yeah, take a look at the overall. So, 83 Packers, 84 Panthers, 80 overall Patriots, 80, 81, 85, 82, 84, 83, 81, 83, 77, 81, 81, 84, 81, 84, 81, 81, 84, 80, 85, 86. Dolphins, hey, an 81, not bad. Whoa, that team's really good, dude. I bet you they went 16-0. Falcons, 79 overall, 83 overall, and then the 81 overall, 12-4. Giants, I mean, other than maybe the Eagles, I don't really see a team that would be able to compete with the... Oh, wait. That was us. Wow. Whoa, man. What a game. What a game. This is the season for Carson Wentz. I mean, cool, man. Nice stuff, everyone. Marlon McDonald out of nowhere. I don't get it, but hey, do you, I suppose. God, you gotta love this game, man. You gotta love this. You just gotta love it. Pass rush, just trash. I mean, I don't understand sim stats either. Just real weird. I don't care about awards at all. Voice crack because I haven't drinking water in like 2.5 hours. Let's take a look at who wins the Super Bowl. Probably, the Giants. They made it 12-4. Why wouldn't they? They totally deserve it. Same like with, the Cardinals, year 2. Packers versus the Ravens. It's basically like saying we have a top 5 player at every single position and saying we're not good enough to at least make the playoffs. We literally have a top 5 at like every position. Hopkins is the number 1 wide receiver. Maybe not Wentz, but in relativity, 7. Okay, maybe it wasn't top 5, but 7. Aaron Jones probably not going to be comparable. Nope, 7. Okay, top 10. We have pretty much a Pro Bowl roster, top to bottom. Of course, Pettis won't be that high, but 22. That's not too shabby. Ertz, he is a top 5 ranked tight end. Lane Johnson is the 4th best right tackle. Shaq Mason is the number 3 ranked guard. Hernandez is the number 7. I'm going to be petty. Let me be petty. Number 7 ranked center. Number 4 ranked left guard. Can we all say it? Number 1 ranked number 5. Okay, never mind. There's some pretty good tackles, apparently. Let's take a look at Moss. Moss rating number 2 left outside linebacker. Okay. All right. Jamal Adams is the number 1 ranked middle linebacker. Goddard is ranked the number 12, and he was a rookie. Newton, number 4. All right, let's take a look at Josh Jackson. He's going to be really low as well, I'd imagine. Hey, 17. That's still, middle of the pack. Not bad. Hargrave, this one's going to be a little harsh. Nope, 13. Never mind. 13th ranked corner mixed with the 26 and probably like 27 ranked corners. Top tier in the league. Got to remember, every team has like 4 corners. 3 of them usually play significant snaps. Tucker is an 85 overall. He's still going, but 12th. Number 1 ranked DT in Fletcher Cox. Don't really care about Jernigan, but we'll take a look at him too if you guys really want to. Number 8. The only thing that's not in the top 15, basically, that's a starter, is our kicker. He's ranked, never mind, he's ranked 8. Matt Ag, what is he ranked? Ranked 10. I mean, okay, man, we totally just suck, right? Makes sense. Anyways, that was the Eagles fantasy rebuild. Maybe it's a fantasy they win tonight. Maybe it's a fantasy they don't win tonight. I don't know what the hell I'm saying at this point. Leave a like and subscribe if you hate EA Sim. Follow my Twitter at Jeromepkr if you wish. I don't know. Anyways, if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comment section. If you have a suggestion for a rebuild idea in the future, like only draft, do a fantasy draft, and you only draft players that are 6'5". I don't know, something in the, that'd be kind of cool. Something. Think of it in the comment section. A blast from the past player, like do Willie Parker from the Steelers back in the day, or do I'm not gonna say this one because it's a really good idea. Do Antonio Gates. I really loved him. I'm not saying I'm going to do it, but I would love suggestions. So leave them there, and I read every comment, whether I respond to everyone or react to everyone. I do read every single comment, unless it's been a week, then I just don't. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!